Good day to everyone. All right, so this is Stephen Alabi. So I want to do this quick one today. All right, something that can help us. Association matters in life. Association matters in life. All right, so I heard somewhere where a story was narrated about a guy who went to Harvard, got a good degree, and came out, had a good idea, and but he doesn't know anybody, quote and unquote. To him, he doesn't know anybody. And there's this guy. All right, thank you for stopping by to watch. I just want to do a quick one. All right, if you don't mind, you can just type where you are watching from. All right, just to encourage us. All right, so this guy went to Harvard. He had an idea, graduated, but he does not know anybody. That's it. And this other guy did not go to school. He wasn't as educated as this guy that went to Harvard. He had the same idea, but then in his contacts, he has some people that he could call. And by the time he was calling them, he got three people, according to the story, that gave him $3 million to execute his dream. So after all said and done, it's not about good degrees or good certificates. It's about who you know. So it is not what we know that is the ultimate. It's who we are associated with, people that we know. All right. So, a lot of people talk about network marketing as if it's a bad thing, especially NeoLife. All right. And in my studies, in my readings, I came to realize some things that in life, what you call a lie is half truth. What you call a lie is half truth. All right. So, because Albert Einstein said something, he said that you cannot solve a problem at the level at which that problem was created. You have to go a bit higher. That's why when the problem is solved at first degree, you need to have a master's degree for you to be able to solve that problem. And you need to get a PhD for you to solve a problem that has been created at master's level. Okay, so the higher you go in your knowledge, the better you are to solve a problem. So in life, money does not follow good products. You may have a good product, you may have a good idea, but then money does not follow that. What money follows is quality leadership. Quality leadership is what money follows. Thank you for joining, Dayo. Uncle Dayo, Mr. Dayo. Thank you for joining. All right, money follow leadership. So in business or in any field of life, money follow leadership. Money don't follow good products. You will have a good product, but if you don't have good quality leaders, money will not come. So money actually follow leadership. So let me share this story with us. All right, I don't want to bore, but that's something that happened to me personally. When I was growing up, I was having some challenges, and I couldn't discuss with anybody. Okay, or let me say it this way. One day I went to a barbering salon, and I had an haircut, and the clipper cut my forehead. And I watched on the TV that people can contact HIV by, getting caught by clippers, and that got me worried. So, because I was worried, I started fasting, I started praying for a long time. And then one day, my father called me and said, "Young man, what's your problem? What's your problem? Why have you not been eating for almost 3 months now? Your food is always there." He now told me, said, "There's nothing wrong with God. Nothing is wrong with God. That if my prayer is not answered, I should check myself. It's either I am not aligning myself with the word of God. That's why my prayer has not been answered. If I align myself with the word of God and I make my way right, everything will fall in place." Years later, recently I now remember that The world that we live in, nothing is wrong with it. Nothing is wrong with it. Nothing is wrong with our certificates. Nothing is wrong with the degree that we have. The problem is us. The problem is us because we are not adjusting ourselves. We are not aligning ourselves, all right, in such a way that we will attract the kind of money or sources that we are looking for. And that's why today I want to say to us that, look, in network marketing, nothing is wrong with network marketing, as people say it. Now, if there is no job to do after graduation, all right, it's for you to take the knowledge that you have to build something. So, and when you are building something, all right, out of your knowledge, people will not give you money because of the knowledge you have. They will give you money because of the quality that you are bringing or value that you are bringing to the market. So that they know that when they give you money, all right, they can trust you that their money will not be mismanaged, so to say. So that said, you see, network marketing is a 21st century business that if you look at it closely, you understand that is a kind of a system that you can actually take from where you are to where you want to be. Now, let me give us 4 examples of people. You know, you can travel from wherever you are to another location, either by walking, either by taking a bike, or you can take a car, or you can fly. Now, but whatever means you take, you're going to arrive anyway, but some will arrive faster, while some will arrive later. So vehicles, they are means of moving from one point to the other, right? So now the choice is ours. What vehicle that we take? People we try to walk because they don't have money to buy flight tickets or to board a car or a bus, right? But if the ticket money is solved, they will arrive faster, all right? So that's it. Now the same thing in financial palace. You want to achieve financial success, the vehicle you are using will determine how quickly and how faster you arrive at the other end. Now, there are 4 classes of people in the world that are making money, all right? Number 1 is the employee. Number 2 is self-employed. Number 3 is the business owner. Number 4 is an investor. You see, the employee and self-employed, they are one and the same, all right? They are taking similar vehicle, and that vehicle may be slow. Now, the truth is, these guys, no matter how intelligent they are, no matter how smart they are, no matter how handsome, how beautiful they are, all right, if they don't go out on a daily basis, they can't make money. If they don't go out on a daily basis, they cannot make money. And the reason they cannot make money because they are working alone. Okay, they are working alone. And when you are working alone, all right, you can only survive because you have 24 hours, limited time. There is a limit to what you can achieve alone, all right? And that way, Robert Kiyosaki saw something. He said that those people who are working alone, they are operating in law of poverty. Why? Because they are working alone. And they will also suffer from a lot of attributes. Because if you're an employee, that job is not your own, all right? Number 1, either you resign and leave the job if the income is not okay, or the employer retrench you, all right? Or if you escape that too, by the time you are 60 or 65, you retire. And if at 60 or 65, you still have responsibility to take care of. You have house rent, you have bills, you have children to take care of, you have parents to take care of, you have a lot of things to do. You cannot go and sleep. So you come down and become a self-employed. You start something to do. But now at old age, all right? And at old age, you also discover that you'll be paying bills all over, all right? Bills are waiting, all right? Time is going, bills are running, all right? So you pay house rent, you pay your office bills, you maintain your car, you maintain your lifestyle, you maintain your parents, you maintain your children, all of those things, they are running. So, and also, there are a lot of things that is against people who are self-employed anywhere around the world. Number 1 is government policy. When the government comes with a policy, that policy can run down businesses. In Nigeria, there are policies that run down businesses. When it was cashless, people, small businesses, they shut down. Why? Because now their capital is being, taken off both by inflation and by policies. So they couldn't run again, right? So that's government policy, and you can't fight government anywhere. You cannot fight government. Okay. So another thing is that competition. All right. If 10 people are running similar businesses, okay, in a locality, you discover that if you have 20 people in that locality, all of these guys that are there, they'll be competing for customers. So if you have 20 people with 10 similar offices, they will share the customer two. So the income is low. No, money comes in one way, but money goes out in several ways. So discover that the work you are doing is being overwhelmed by bills. Again, age. If you are going out to go and get maybe you are running getting some stuff for your house, okay, and then maybe generator, maybe food stuff, you go to a place and you discover that a shop is manned by somebody that is close to 70, another one by somebody who's about 30 years old. Where will you go? People naturally will go to a young person because you cannot ask an elderly person to help you carry whatever you buy to your car if you're an African. Okay, so now you now understand that is also a challenge. So age is working against people who are old. All right. Now, if you look at that again from another side, if Warren Buffett said something in one of his books that I read, he said that if you're not making money while you are sleeping, that person is going to work till he or she dies. Okay. Now, and nobody is working until he or she dies. That's why you see today in Africa, you see that people after retirement, they are taking up security jobs. All right. Some still have some things they are still driving instead of relaxing. And some people say, this old man, doesn't he has children to take care of him? No, he has children, but those children too, they are struggling for their lives. They are married, they are settled, they are trying to make ends meet. All right. They have bills that they're going to pay. Time is not waiting for anybody, so they are running for themselves. And meanwhile, these parents, they have not kept anything aside for themselves for old age. They didn't plan for retirement, and those who plan for retirement, who had a security, whatever they call, quote unquote, pensionable jobs, after retirement, they're not paid. I met a man a couple of weeks ago, told us that for the past 10 years, they've not been paid their pension in Nigeria. Can you imagine? He said that thank God that he has something aside. That's what is sustaining him. Imagine that. So if you're an employee, a self-employed, all right, you are working alone, and because you are working alone, there's a limitation to what you can achieve, and that's what Robert Kiyosaki said something in his book. He wrote Cash Flow Quadrants. He said something. He said if anybody who is working alone is operating law of poverty, because there is a limitation to what you can achieve. All right. So that said, if you look at the other side of the coin, which is the B and the I, the business owner and the investor, they are also legitimate way of making money. But you know what? The business owner, he has a system, and that system means that save yourself time, energy, and money. Save yourself time, energy, and money. So a business owner has a system. What's a system? A system is something that he has created that employs people. So the E and the S, they are in a system. Either they are working a monthly job or a contract job, or contract job. Maybe they are lawyers, they are accountants, they are hospital. Okay, they are retainers to some of these big organizations. All right, they are being paid. They may be logistic companies. All right, they may be security outfits. All right, they are working for these well-organized structures, systems. All right, this big business owner is one engaging them. All right, directly or indirectly, and these people are working for him. So when he makes his money, he will go down and become an investor. Let me just draw this thing. You can see this thing. Sorry. All right. All right. Let me just continue to explain. All right. They come down and become an investor. And as an investor, they use money to look for money. Money works for them. So they push the money back to create more system. All right. Now, when they are creating more system, this business owner and investor, the two of them, all right, they have people working for them. Whether they come to the office, they don't come to the office, like the E and the S, they have people working for them. The question is, if you have people working for you, whether you come to the office or don't come to the office, they are working. Will these guys be making money or not? The answer is obvious. These guys will be making money because they have people working for them. And that's why Robert Kiyosaki said in Cash Flow Quadrant that they are operating law of weight. Law of weight. And this is where I'm going to today with this. So the question is, if you have time and energy to make money on the E and the S, you also have time and energy to make money on the B and the I. With what I've explained, if you want to make money, where do you think is best for you to use your time and energy to make money? All right? Because life, okay, is lived forward, but we think backwards. All right? So we live life forward every day, and we think backwards. So if you want to consider spending your time and energy to make money, where do you think is best for you to put your time and energy? Is it on the E and the S or the B and the I? All right? Where you have people working for you. And when you have people working for you, whether you come or you don't come, 24 hours, they are working for you. All right? You discover that you're operating law of weight. Because at this point in time, what actually is happening is that you are not the only one working. You are working 24 hours. Your investors are working 24 hours. Other people are also working for you, giving you at least 8 hours of their time. If you put those times together, all right, it gives you a leverage. If you put those times together, it gives you a leverage. That is what most people my age don't understand. We all just believe that because they told us that we should go to school, get a good grade, get a good job. When you get a good job, you get a pensionable job. That's all. No. It's beyond what the eyes can see. It's beyond what the eyes can see. All right? Thank you for joining. God bless you. All right? Now, it's beyond what the eyes can see. The question is, when you are the masters, when you are at degree level, they give you information. They say knowledge is power. All right? That's it. That's what you need to know. But when you get to master's degree level, they tell you that knowledge, application of knowledge is power. Why? Because if you have knowledge and you don't apply it, it's useless. When you get to a PhD level, they will tell you that, see, it is not just the application. You begin to question why knowledge is application, why application of knowledge is power. At PhD level, you begin to question. That's why you write thesis. You question that, and then you find out whether what you have believed all along is correct or not. That's PhD level. Now, because now you have to come out with your own body of knowledge, all right, to support what is happening. That's why Albert Einstein says something. When a problem is created at one level, you cannot solve it at that problem at that level. You have to go higher. All right. So today, a lot of people we get first degree, second degree, and we'll stay there. Now, if you want to be financially free, you actually don't have to accumulate degrees. Except, of course, you want to contribute to the body of knowledge so that you can begin to empower the next generation. That's where academics comes in. But when you're talking about meeting your financial needs, what you need, all right, is two things. Number one, you need to have a product backed by good leadership and team management. Two things. You need products at one side, and the other side, you need quality leadership with quality team management. That is what money follows. And when you see, that's why you discover that in any organization, when or any team, those of you who like football, all right, you have a team. If your team is not doing well, the first thing that the owner of the team will say that they will sack the manager and get a new manager. They will sack the manager and bring a new manager, because a new manager will bring new ideas and we overhaul the something. That's why if any organization is not doing well financially, they will sack the MD and bring in a new leader. All right. So in our own business, network marketing business that we're doing, that a lot of people don't understand, that are going to social media and begin to say nonsense, is because they don't know that they are the problem. They are not good leaders. They're not producing good leadership. They are not building. They're not bringing in new customers. Okay, customers on daily basis. That's why you discover that organizations, they spend thousands, millions on adverts. Look at Coca-Cola. Since I know Coca-Cola, they've been running adverts only for how many years? They've been running, because, and that's why they run it. When competition is going on, they run it. Why? Because they know that they need customers. Okay, for the business to grow, to be stabilized, for income to be flowing. And then they also have the other side. All right, they have distributors across the world. They break into new markets by accumulating distributors. So distribution is power. Network marketing that's what network marketing is doing. Network marketing is using organic distribution. So when you join a network marketing company, all right, you need to understand that two things. You need to put together your own customers, and you also need to put together your own distributors. Okay, and you're not going to pay those distributors. Company will pay those distributors for your work, for their work. Your own job is to teach them what they need to do. Follow the structures and put together your own customers. Let me tell you something. If you're working for an organized company and they employ you as a marketer, all right, you go and get customer for them. Once they go into that organization and they started buying, the day they sack you, those customers belong to that company. You can't go with them. But the beauty of network marketing is that as long as you are in the business and you have acquired customers from day one that you join till you die, those customers belong to you. As long as you treat them very well, you nurture them very well, you follow them up, you service them. All right. When I was working in another marketing company, I had opportunities to be invited for an interview as a sales rep. When I got there, they asked me a question. They said, for all the major marketers in Nigeria, for instance, okay, all of these guys, they have the same products, they have the same price in the same market. So you, as a sales rep, what is one thing that you're going to do to make sure that you beat the competition? I don't know. I did not know the answer. I did not know the answer. I answered every other question, but that question I did not answer it very well. So after the interview, I went to meet one of the panelists. I said, okay, so sir, what's the answer to that question? He told me service. Service. If you have same product, same price in the same market, what you will use to beat the competition is service. So, and that service, if you are the kind of person that you don't have what we call speed, other people will beat you to it. Okay, and that is some of the skills that is not taught in school that you need to learn on the street. And that's what most people who come into network marketing and don't understand, that's those things that they miss and they are not ready to learn. Okay, now network marketing also is a place where you learn some street business school. You know, we call it business school. You go for MBA. Now this business, you learn the skills on the street. All right, and when you have those skills for free, what you are spending millions for in school, you are learning it as you are coming for training. You are learning those things and you are applying those things. All right, you succeed. That's why you discover that only people are rich. Those people who are rich are people who take responsibility, that they are not going to give excuses for anything. Nothing is hard. Nothing is hard in life. What is hard is what we are not prepared to learn. But when we prepare to learn something, those things, all right, those things, they are easy. But if you're not ready to learn, it will be hard. Okay, so it's just like mathematics. If you know mathematics, if you know how to you understand the question and you understand how to substitute the variables, you get the answer. So let me conclude by saying this: network marketing is not very hard. You just need to understand that you are the most important in the business. That's number one. Number two, You need to take responsibility that it's your business. All right. And then you need to understand that you need to put together your own customers who will be buying the product from you, and you need to put together your own distributors. All right. Because the reason why you discover that most businesses collapse is because they don't have enough customers to patronize their business, and they don't have enough distributors. Why? And that is the problem of leadership. If the leader or the person that created that business is able to scale up whatever he or she is doing, that person will succeed. So today, association that I'm talking about is that you need to ask yourself this question: how I'm spending my time and who I'm associating with, okay, are they going to help me achieve financial freedom? Association that the people I'm associating with, all right, and the way I'm spending my time, is it going to help me to achieve financial freedom? Is it going to take me to a place where in the next 5-10 years, I'll be financially free? That whether I go out, I don't go out, I'll be making money. While I'm not working hard when I was younger, okay, I'll still be making money. Those are the questions that we need to ask ourselves. Because I want to say this, because it's our responsibility. If you have seen somebody who has passed through the road that you are going to, and you have seen the end, all right. The other day, I was commuting from Lagos to coming home. A lady was sitting by me. Her mother was sitting in front of me. And this lady, she's slim. And the mother, she's fat. And I said to myself, if anybody sees this lady now, she said she has a fine structure, all right? But anybody who wants to know how she will look like, all right, when she has given birth to 2 or 3 children, if they see her mother, they will know the way she will look. So if somebody is looking for somebody who is leper, okay, all right, you already know that even if she's leper now, she will be big later. So the same thing, you are doing salary work. You already know that people retire, and after they retire, before they retire, everything was okay. They are surviving. They have a car, they have a house. But 5 years down the line, after they retire, money is no longer coming in the way it's come, and they park their car. After a while, they will jack the tires, remove the tires, and park it. Why? Because there is no salary again, so that they can buy fuel, especially now that fuel price has gone up. All right? So you jack their car. So you already know what the head will look like. You now ask yourself, is this a path that I need to take? No, that's why God gives us foresight, gives us the ability to think and reason like Him. So we need to think ahead and then begin to take decisions, okay, to mitigate those things. And that's why our choices and our associations matters. Our choices and association matters. If we are spending time doing things that we know will not give us financial freedom, all right, it is our responsibility to change, because we are not tree. It's only tree that is stationary, that cannot move. But as human beings, we can change. So we can change our positions. We can change our direction. All right. And if we change our direction, then the results will also change. Yesterday is cancel check. Tomorrow is promissory note. Today is check at hand. Okay. What we need to do is to use today wisely for us to create a better tomorrow. So I just want to share this today, because we need to understand that in any field that we find ourselves in, all right, we must define what we want to achieve, and then align and associate ourselves with people that will help us get to where we are going to. Otherwise, all right, we'll be making a serious mistake. So my prayer is that at the end of the day, all right, we will not miss it, okay? Because everything that God has given to us, like I said, my story, nothing is wrong with Nigeria. Nothing is wrong with any country you are in, okay? Nothing is wrong with education. What is wrong is us. If we can internally change, all right, and begin to apply what we have learned correctly, all right, we're going to create a better future. So I hope you have learned one or two things today, all right? And ultimately, let's make sure that we are associating with people who will take us from where we are to where we want to be. Otherwise, my brother, my sister, it's a waste of time. So thank you for watching. If you have any question or submission, if you disagree, just drop it. We'll look at it and then we'll see how we can answer that question. So if you see this opportunity, somebody's come to you with network marketing or NeoLife, don't say no. Embrace it. Okay? It's an opportunity. All right? And don't say I will think about it. Yes. Why thinking about it is good? Because you don't want to make a mistake. But don't forget, as you are stepping down, as you are slowing down to think about it, responsibility, bills, life is adding up. Life is not waiting. Life is moving. And so also those responsibilities. So the only thing to do is don't say I will think about it. Embrace it. Get started. All right? Get started. And as just like life is not a rehearsal. You and I know that life is not a rehearsal. We are born into this world and we started growing and life is running. So as life is running, the same thing with it. So we don't have time to begin to say, I want to begin to think about what is going to happen. It's for us to take action and we grow with it. That is the way to mitigate life. So because if you wait before you say you come back, life things have moved. So that things will not move past us. That's why we need to take decision. We need to act. All right. And thank God, if you're a child of God, you have Holy Spirit, you have access to God's wisdom, access to His understanding, access to His knowledge. With Him on your side, you can never miss it. Thank you very much for your time. God bless you. Now, see you at the top. Bye.